Imagine this. You've got a groundbreaking idea, a spark of brilliance, something that you've weighed so much that it has every indication telling you this is going to work. But everyone thinks it's a terrible idea. And not just that, some people even think you might be a little crazy. What do? Most people will walk away, trash the idea, but I know it's not you. You're not that person. Hey, I'm glad you clicked on this video today, because today we're diving into the mindset that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. The Sigma mindset. It's not about following rules. It's about taking risks. Calculated, bold, and sometimes terrifying risks. But here is the twist. It's not just about the money. It's about living life on your own terms. Let me tell you a story. In the late 90s, there was a guy, quiet, introverted, and definitely not your typical Wall Street suit, who saw something everyone else ignored: the internet. While others laughed, he quit his bank job, he ignored the naysayers. He risked every dollar he had in one single idea. That guy is Jeff Bezos, and that idea was Amazon.
And what is your claim to fame?
I'm the founder of Amazon.com.
Where did you get an idea for Amazon.com?
Well, 3 years ago, I was in New York City working for a quantitative hedge fund when I came across the startling statistic that web usage was growing at 2,300% a year. So I decided I would try and find a business plan that made sense in the context of that growth. And I picked books as the first best product to sell online, after making a list of like 20 different products that you might be able to sell. And books were great as the first bet.
Bezos wasn't born into wealth. He didn't have a crystal ball. What he had was one single vision, and he had the guts to go all in, and a willingness to take risks that others wouldn't. And here is the crazy part. He expected himself to fail. Why? Because every failure taught him a valuable lesson. Now, here is the $1 million question. What does it really mean to take risks? Does it mean quitting your job tomorrow? Betting it all on crypto? Probably not. Here is where most people get it wrong. They think risk is about throwing caution in the wind. But the difference is that you see something most people don't see, and you're willing to bet everything you've got on it. Your time, your money, your comfort to attain that particular goal. Because you know that the real risk is staying comfortable where you are. Because comfort is slow death disguised as security, and everybody loves it. Let me tell you a personal story. I made my first 6 figures before I was 20 and became a millionaire before 30 in Nigeria. I was able to do that because I betted on myself and refused to take the same route of taking a regular job like everyone. And I was offered a job out of secondary school, but because when I heard what they were willing to pay, I was very disappointed. I decided to take any menial job I can find. I was making 4 times what my friends who took the job were making. And after a year, I was able to start my own small business on the side. But you know what's funny? A lot of people thought I was doing it wrongly back in the day. You know why? What I chose to do has no security and, in quote, has no dignity. Not that I was doing anything illegal, no, but it wasn't classed as professional. 10 years down the line, I could live off my own resources, take good care of myself, live in a very good apartment, have my own car, and can even choose to drive down to see my lovely mother any weekend that I decide to. And I have like about 4 streams of incomes, and I've made a couple of millions. And you know the most important part, I've garnered a ton of knowledge that is going to serve me for the rest of my life. And all this happened because I was willing to bet on myself. You see, risk isn't about recklessness. That's not what I'm preaching. It's about strategy. It's about knowing that failure isn't the enemy. It's part of the process. The Sigma mindset isn't about fitting in or playing it safe. It's about owning your own journey. And guess what? Your journey starts today, only if you choose to. So here's my challenge to you. What's one risk you have been avoiding? Starting that side hustle, making that investment, having that tough conversation with your partner. What it is, I want you to write it down now. No, seriously, grab a pen. I want you to grab a pen and write it down. Because the only scarier thing than taking risk is looking back one day and realizing you never tried. Now, go take that risk. Your future self will thank you and is waiting for you. The idea of taking risk I've shared with you is based on my personal experience. Please consult your financial advisor for professional guidance as well as your own research. If you find this useful, hit that like button, and if you're ready to take charge of your life, subscribe to this channel for more, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.